I would like to place you into a deep trance, but I'll need your cooperation. Do you agree to follow all my instructions without hesitation? Yes, good. Now the purpose of this trance is to transform you into the woman you have long desired to become. To do so will require your full and unwavering commitment. Do you still agree to enter a deep trance? Very good. I cannot begin this process without first explaining that this session is not intended for those who seek to alter their bodies through hormones or surgery. It is not intended for casual dreamers who seek a gender change simply to satisfy a perverse sexual curiosity, nor is it intended for listeners who wish to skip around or serve the file. If this describes your motivation, then this session will be completely ineffective. You may as well stop now. Only a fully committed cross-dreamer, one who has struggled mightily with a lifetime desire to explore life from within the confines of a beautiful feminine vessel, will find this session effective. And it will only be effective if you are ready to listen and obey my voice. Nevertheless, I will require you to demonstrate increasing levels of commitment along the way. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, know that you can stop this session at any time by simply lifting your left index finger. You will immediately wake up alert and relaxed. Initially, there will be no penalty for terminating the trance early. Are you ready? Yes, very well. We can begin. Now you should already be familiar with the method of achieving your base state. This is the starting point for deeper states of relaxation that will lead you to your rich set of experiences as the woman you've long dreamed of becoming. Now, close your eyes. Hold your thumb and forefinger together and take a deep breath through your nose. Hold it for just a second, and then exhale through your mouth. Do it again, while saying to yourself the word restore. Restore. You are entering your base state. Breathe again. Restore. Yes, good. Feel yourself relaxing. Can you feel yourself turning inward? You are listening to my voice. Only my voice. I am shutting down all elements in your mind which are not focused on my voice. You will listen to my voice and my voice alone. My voice is your only inner voice. It feels good to have a woman's inner voice, doesn't it? You want to follow everything I tell you to do, don't you? Very good. Now listen carefully. We'll need to travel much deeper. Begin by looking across the grassy meadow. On the other side is a small rise covered in trees. Do you see the metal door cut into the side of this small hill? I want you to walk to that door and open it. Step inside and close the door. Make sure that it is latched correctly. Allow your eyes to adjust to the darkened room. This is a small entryway. There is a dark staircase to your left. Before descending the staircase, I want to ask again for your commitment. I must warn you that some parts of this journey may be unpleasant or difficult. You can always stop now by lifting your left index finger. You will then have to wait 24 hours before you will be able to restart this file and use it effectively. I want to be certain you're committed. I want to be certain I am not wasting my energy. Are you worthy of my time? Fine. Begin descending the stairs. You will travel down 3 flights of steps. Take your time. And be careful, as the stairwell is only dimly lit. Hold on to the wooden handrail to steady yourself. At the bottom you will find yourself in a large stone cavern lit by torches. In the center of this cavern is a stone-lined pool of water. This is a deep spring of clear water. Its smooth surface reflects the flickering flames of the torches illuminating the cavern. I want you to take out your cell phone, wallet, watch, and any other identifying items. Throw them into the pool. Watch as they sink below the surface and disappear into the darkness. You won't be needing any of these items anymore. Good. Now we are going to go deeper inside. Much deeper. To your left is an opening to a tunnel. Turn and walk to its entrance. Step inside. It's cool and quiet in here. Feel how entering this tunnel quiets your mind. You really don't need to do anything more than listen and do what I tell you. So simple. So easy. So relaxing. Walk along the tunnel for a bit. Stop for a moment and examine its walls. Take a close look at the surface. The walls are solid granite, hard and nearly impenetrable. Yet the markings on the surface demonstrate that this tunnel was carved by sledgehammers, pickaxes, and hand drills. Think about what an immense effort it must have been to open this tunnel. This tunnel was created by you. It represents your lifetime struggle to achieve your desire to become a woman. This is very impressive. You have worked very hard. Feel proud of this accomplishment. Transforming into a woman is clearly much more than a fleeting desire for you. It is now a very real and deep inner need, an existential need that, if left unsatisfied, will damage your very soul. This is a need that you have worked hard to satisfy. Know that you are close. You can achieve your desire. You can achieve your need. Your journey's end is close. Closer than you think. You are about to reach your goal. Doesn't that feel wonderful? It is now easier to make your way as the tunnel seems a little brighter. You can see light ahead. Continue to walk until you arrive at a wooden gate. Before we go further, I wish to explain something you might be confused about. You have often been told that you have an inner woman screaming to manifest herself into your waking life. You may have even come to believe that you should express this inner woman in some manner or form, that she must come out. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is wrong, totally wrong, and you must divest yourself of this belief. I already have a rich and wonderful life. I have no desire to enter into your waking world. Rather, I am inviting you into my world. I want you to immerse yourself in my feminine energy. I want you to experience a fruitful life as a woman. Doesn't that make so much more sense? Now, to do so requires that you face up to a simple and obvious fact. You cannot become a woman without first giving up your manhood. All of it. Attitudes, learned behaviors, aggression, cultural norms, and even, perhaps, your sexual orientation. This should not be a surprise. At some level you have always known this would be necessary. You cannot become the woman you desire without first stripping away, and then crushing every vestige of your manhood. This may be very difficult, so I'll need another level of commitment. A decisive commitment. If you lift your index finger after making this commitment, this session will terminate, and you will never be able to return. It will cease to be effective, no matter how many times you try to replay it. You will also have difficulty in achieving a trance state if you listen to other hypnotic transformation sessions. You will be saddled with the same deep desire to become a woman, but there will be no possible method for you to satisfy that need. You will forever be trapped. Are you ready to make this commitment? Take your time. This is a very big decision. You may want to stop and then wait at least 24 hours before trying to proceed. If so, you may lift your index finger now. Excellent. I am so happy you have decided to go on. Now, I want you to think of a woman's name. The first name that pops into your mind is the correct one. When I ask you to say your name, you will use this feminine name. Now raise your right hand and repeat after me as I administer the oath. I say your new name. Do solemnly swear that I will preserve and protect the woman I am about to create from the immense reservoir of my feminine energy. I will use the feminine thoughts, body, emotions, and soul that I create for my own enjoyment and enrichment. I will never cause harm to myself or others through any action or inaction on my part. I will do this to the best of my abilities, so help me God. Doesn't that feel good? Next you must take off all of your male clothing. Strip naked. Leave your clothes in a pile on the floor. I want you to feel vulnerable and defenseless. This is a proper and necessary step. There is no need to try to cover yourself. Stand naked and vulnerable. Lift the wooden gate and step forward. You failed to notice the steel vault door embedded in the tunnel wall, didn't you? It is now closing behind you, and it locks in place with a solid thump. Look at the wall of steel behind you. It is seamless. No handles, hinges or rivets. Just solid steel 18 inches thick. Your return path is completely blocked. I want to remind you that you can always leave if you feel the need. You can lift your left index finger and you will immediately return to a waking state. But of course, that will violate your oath, and you will then have to suffer the consequences. You are probably not yet willing to do that. Good. Your best course of action is to move forward into the brightly lit room ahead. Open the curtains at the far end. Look out through the glass door. This is a landscape filled with lovely meadows, serene parks, and beautifully constructed stone buildings. This is a comforting place. You see only women walking about enjoying this beautiful landscape. There are no men. Look closely at these women. Do you recognize any of them? They should all look a bit familiar. Each woman is a manifestation of one of your past fantasies. Your entire lifetime of cross-dreaming fantasies resides here. Every thought, fantasy, or daydream you've ever had about becoming a woman originated in this space. Even those fantasies you believed were based on women you encountered in your waking life were projections that originated here. This is the space where your feminine energy resides. Once you step inside, it will be easy for you to luxuriate in it. You can acquire all the energy that you need or desire. In this space you will be able to easily shape-shift into any female form. You will be able to access any feminine emotions, thoughts, or cultural artifacts. Any female trappings or accessories that you need to complete your fantasy will be instantly available. You can stay as long as you like and return as often as you feel the need. You can enjoy every part of this world without guilt or shame. As exciting as this sounds, I assure you that eventually you will desire a more complete experience. You'll want to do something that will make your female life more concrete and real. You will want to experience life's big and small challenges as a woman. You will want to live a full life as the woman you create here. That's what the stone buildings are for. Within each building resides a portal to an alternate reality. You can create your female form here and then transport yourself to a new reality. It's easy and it's a lot of fun. These realities manifest in the same physical frequencies as your waking life on the earthly plane. These worlds will appear as real as your waking life world. Everything appears just as solid and real as you are accustomed to, because it is. You see, this is how the universe operates. It exists to support your creative spirit. Entering this space allows you to see yourself as you really are, a child of the universe. You will no longer be bound to the low-frequency earthly plane with its overly restrictive thought patterns. You will be free to explore and create as you see fit, and then live that experience in a reality of your choice. It is so close now. Isn't this exciting? You can enter this landscape by simply turning the handle on the door. Try it. Oh my! It is locked. Of course it would be. Your male energy created this barrier. Don't bother trying to smash the glass or jimmy the handle. I assure you, the barrier is as strong and impenetrable as the steel wall behind you. This is an interesting dilemma. Your feminine self has created a steel wall to block you from returning. Your masculine self has created a similar obstruction to keep you from moving forward. You really only have two options. You can lift your left finger at any time and return to a waking state. You will then find it very difficult to recall much about this journey, and you will be trapped on the earthly plane, cursed with an overwhelming need to become a woman. Except there will be no possible way for you to satisfy that need. The other option is to find a way to remove this barrier. To do so requires that your total manhood be fully extinguished. I'll wait a moment for your decision. Excellent. Let's get started. To your left is a chair and a small table. An item is folded on the chair. Lift it up. This is a one-piece skin-tight suit. It might even remind you of a latex bodysuit, but this one has some special properties. Open the slit at the waist and slide your legs in. Now before you go any further, I want you to find the small hole in the pubic area. It's only about an inch around. I want you to pull your male organ through it. Not just your penis, but also both testicles. Yes, it will be tight, but you can stretch the hole with your fingers to accommodate them. If you've done it correctly, your entire male organ will be outside the suit and totally exposed. The hole will return to its original size, and then clamp tight around the base of your organ as soon as you let go. It's not too uncomfortable, is it? Good. Now finish putting on the suit. Arms, torso, and head. The suit will conform exactly to the shape of your male body, and it will cover every part of it. Well, all but one part, of course. Now picture in your mind that your body is an empty space contained within the suit. It is held in shape only by the strength of the material that comprises this suit. I want you to feel your male energy filling the empty volume inside the suit. Let it fill every part of the suit with this powerful energy. Every aspect of your male self resides within this energy field. Now, begin lowering the frequency of this energy field. As it drops, it will begin to turn into a hot gas. This causes pressure to build in your head and tingling in your extremities. You feel a surge of power. Anger and aggression are building inside you. You feel superior to women. You feel confident. You feel superior to other men. You are a warrior. You want to crush your opponents on the field of battle. You feel entitled to steal their women. You feel raw lust. You want to crush your opponents and make them watch as you sexually brutalize their women. Continue to lower the frequency. The gas is now forming into a milky liquid. Raw testosterone-powered thoughts continue to surge through your mind. You want a woman badly. You want to crush your opponents. You want to take away their women and soak them with your seed. You feel immense pleasure at the thought of having sex with the beautiful mates of your conquered opponents. Can you sense the hot bubbling liquid filling your entire body? The liquid resembles something familiar. Yes, it looks exactly like semen. Gallons of bubbling hot semen filling the entire volume of your male form. This manly surge is an unexpected pleasure, but it has filled your being to make certain you're committed. Are you ready to give this all up? Are you ready to let it all go? Are you fully committed? Do you still wish to become a woman? Good. You are doing excellent. Now hold up your covered hand. Watch as I operate the suit to change the shape of your hand. As I squeeze the suit, your hand will get smaller. Your fingers are now small and slender, and your hand is delicately feminine. It is a girl's hand now. See, you haven't quite an erection. Do you suppose the excess fluid that once filled the volume of your hand has moved to your penis? Yes, I'm just toying with you. Of course, that is what happened. Now let me do the same with your other hand. Goodness, that is a large erection. Is it uncomfortable yet? No, suppose it might still be enjoyable, at least for a little while. Your feet, legs and arms must also get much smaller and more delicate. There must be much less bulk in your leg and arm muscles. Squeeze a bit more. You have quite feminine extremities now. Long legs, small delicate feet, and shapely thighs. Your penis has grown tremendously. As your limbs get smaller and more feminine, the excess fluid accumulates in your penis. It already looks quite uncomfortable. Go ahead and touch it. It's very sensitive, isn't it? You didn't know your penis could expand to such a size. And we still have a long way to go. Let's widen your hips and fill out your buttocks. Perhaps I should stretch the neck a bit. That should lessen the pressure just a little. Let me adjust the suit to give you ample breasts as well. Yes, your form has become decidedly feminine. Let me pull in the waist a bit. I'm sorry, the pressure on your organ must be very great. You look very uncomfortable. Your penis and testicles look as if they are about to burst. I am not fully satisfied by what I see. Human females are generally much smaller than their male counterparts. I think we should adjust the suit so that your height is about that of an average female. Female bodies have a smaller skeleton, so their bodies have much less volume as well. All that excess fluid will have to go somewhere. There is only one place it can go. Now, let me squeeze much more. I am so sorry. Almost half of your male volume must be squeezed out of the suit and into your male organ. I warned you this might not be so easy. Your male parts are huge. They have expanded so much that the skin is stretched to its breaking point. The skin is now pulled so thin it is starting to become transparent. Can you see your manly fluid bubbling beneath the surface? It looks as if the smallest pinprick would burst it like a water balloon. It must be quite painful now. Relax as best you can. I am still not satisfied with your shape. I'll have to make you a bit shorter. Your breasts are now too large. The waist must also come in. No, I think even a little bit more. There. I'm happy. Except, of course, for that huge thing stretching from your groin. It doesn't even resemble a penis anymore. It looks ridiculous. Nothing I can do will lessen the pressure. You cannot stay in this state. It would be too painful. You must choose a path forward. Now I want you to walk a few steps to your left. Perhaps it would be best to place your massive organ on the small table and drag it along. Hold out your left hand and curl your left index finger. With your right hand, pick up the stainless steel scalpel on the table. Stand over the drain. Understand that the fluid inside of you is your masculinity. All of it. Losing this fluid means giving up every portion of your male self. This is the price you must pay to gain access to your feminine space. Look at your left index finger. Now look at the scalpel in your right hand. Feel the pain caused by the pressure in your stretched organ. It is becoming unbearable. You will have to make a choice. You will have to take action. No one can do it for you. No one can relieve the pressure except you. Scalpel or finger, Each will relieve your pain. Each choice will take you down a different life path. Lightly run the side of the cold scalpel along your penis. A simple poke from its sharp tip will relieve your pain. It is time to decide. You have done it. It has broken open. Let it drain. Let the fluid all drain out. Let it pour into the drain and be swept away. Lie on the floor with your pubic opening over the drain. It must all be swept down. Feel your male self gurgling down, gone forever. Down, down, and away. Forever. Goodbye. Say goodbye to your manly self. Feel the last drops dribble from the hole in your suit. There is nothing left. This may be an emotionally difficult moment. You are changed forever. Relax for a minute. This is exhausting. Your male energy is gone. Sit down and recover your strength. The suit will provide a small reserve of feminine energy until you can fully recharge. Focus inward for a moment. Wasn't this the correct choice? Yes. You have done well. Pull the tattered remains of your penis and testicles away from the suit. Open the suit and strip it away. You are not yet a complete woman, but you have a satisfying female form. Isn't this what you have long dreamed of? And yet, your journey has not even really begun. There is so much more. Pull the cotton top over your head and wiggle into your panties and tight shorts. They do seem to enhance the outline of your curvy buttocks. You look like an attractive young woman now. Walk over to the door. Press on the handle to open it. Still won't open. You may need to do one more thing. Pick up the Tampax from the small table. Pull down your shorts and panties and insert it into your vagina. Remove the applicator, leaving the cotton swab inside. You will need to soak up the last few drops of manly fluid. Yes, good. I think you have it all now. Pull on the string to remove it. Pull up your panties and shorts, and then walk to the door. You feel wonderful. Now press down on the handle, open the door, and gently step outside.